She got kids. I was like,
I did not know you had children.
cause she
Were your children at PYP Fest?
Yes, but there's a lot of little people there.
Well, yeah, but I saw some that were like obviously getting more attention from you, like, hey, can I have this kind of attention?
Those
And I'm
are my
like,
two
that's
littles.
okay. Gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You are now listening to the Vibe Controllers Podcast. Merc B, Taki McFly, Fifth Child, we out here.
you little people.
I know, right? That's why it was, y'all. Okay, that's why it was. That's why the coach was like before she sent her to me, she was like, Ava, who is that? She was like, that's your mom's sister. I was like, oh, that's cute. I enjoyed that.
It make you feel, just because I'm somebody's mama, I ain't got to be old.
Okay.
Listen, when how old is Ava?
8.
8. When Jazz is 8, I will be.
All right. That's a good time to start right there. Well, they ain't worry about it, my boy. 46. Like, it's all
he didn't
good.
even let
I'll
you
be
struggle with the
44.
man.
It'll be
He
fine.
ain't even let you struggle with that.
see.
I'll be 44.
Yeah.
Oh, you young. You still
Yeah,
big.
it's all good.
Age is relative,
You'll
my
be in
man.
your prime. Well, you better start working out now.
Well,
That's why I quit my job.
speaking of working out, you get you some yoga.
Yes, get you some.
You know, I've
yoga.
never done it.
Really?
Never done. I
Okay.
hear people that swear by it, but I've never done it.
All right,
Not even
save.
one.
I literally have a yoga mat right over there.
Okay, we're gonna have to put that to use.
Save the conversation, Phil.
Like,
Yes.
we got a
Good.
whole podcast. With me.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for tapping in with us, man. Welcome to the Vibe Controllers Podcast. This is episode 51. 51? Yeah, hurry up, Steve. So, yeah, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. I go by the name of Cocky McFly. Across the table from me, that's my brother, Merc B. Williams. Merc, say hey to the people.
My name is no longer Merc B. Williams.
Hell.
After my sold out weekend, I am now him.
And that's just it.
Don't encourage.
Him B. Williams.
Please don't.
Big him, not the little one.
Not the little.
Anyway, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
I am ready.
All right.
I
also-
am so ready.
Okay. Also with us,
Be some shit.
as always, Fifth Child. Fifth Child, say hey to the
Salam
people.
alaikum.
Bruh, you got this. You wasn't ready.
Let me tell you.
I was ready.
I-
I was ready.
Let me tell you, I don't look.
Salam.
I don't look forward to this shit every 2
Salam.
weeks.
You should.
That's where we at with it today.
Yes.
Salam.
Is that what you going with?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Bro, you done had 2 weeks since the last episode of Google,
But I always forget until right before.
which means you failed.
It's taking me back to school.
Anyway, we also have a special guest this evening. She is the owner and proprietor of Split Rebel Yoga. Say that 3 times real fast.
Okay.
She is the creator of PYP Fest. That's Protect Your Peace for people who asking, and also, if I'm not mistaken, the first black owner of a yoga studio in the city of Jackson.
Yes.
That's correct.
That's so dope.
The first black and a young one too. That's what's
So
up.
that means you like the first black woman
First
owner.
owner.
You checked a lot of boxes.
Yes.
Owner, period. That's it. So yeah, y'all give it up for Maya Morris in the building today.
The Michelle Obama of yoga. I'm here
Okay.
for it.
Oh,
Come
yeah, I
on.
like that.
Okay. She fresh from
First.
fresh from dropping these babies out. Yeah, like real life.
It's real out here.
So look, we're gonna tap in. We're gonna talk about her brand. We're gonna talk about some questions that we have about yoga that we don't know nothing about, and we'll get into all the good dope stuff that she has coming up. So y'all stay tapped in with us. We out here. Yeah. Again, man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us. Episode 51 of the Vibe Controls Podcast. Again, we got Miss Maya Morris with us today. So let's talk about like you and how does one get started with yoga, or like you hear about people who have aspirations to do lots of things. You rarely hear about black folk talking about yoga.
Facts.
So yeah, like how'd that even come about? Like just the interest there.
So I have a really athletic background. Been playing sports all my life. I got 3 brothers. Always play AAU ball, basketball with them, and yeah, they were obviously boys, so they weren't doing gymnastics and dance and everything. So my mom was like, "We got to put Maya in some girl stuff." She liked dancing, so been dancing since I was 3 and doing gymnastics since I was like 7 or 8. So I went to APAC, went to Power APAC.
Okay.
And my dance teacher, my modern dance teacher, shout out to Miss Brown, love her. She is who I really give all the credit to for what I'm doing right now. She introduced me to yoga. Well, she introduced us, the other students in class as well. But I decided to make a career out of it.
They didn't pay attention, clearly.
So she introduced me to yoga. And because I always played sports with boys, my coaches knew my background. They knew that I was dancing, doing gymnastics and yoga. So they was like, "Hey, Maya, get over here and stretch us out." Stretch whatever. So I've been teaching since I was about 10.
Oh, wow.
So I've been teaching since I was about 10, always working with my brothers, stretching everybody out. And then after I had Ava, I wasn't really doing yoga like that. And I tried to do a split. I couldn't do my split anymore. It broke my heart. I was like, okay, we got to get back into yoga. So I'm like about 20 and I got really back heavy into my yoga practice. And I started posting on Instagram. Around this time, Instagram got hot. And I was in Atlanta. So when I was in Atlanta and I started posting on Instagram, everybody from back home was like, "Man, you should come back and do classes. Like, we want to do class with you or whatever." And I'm not a certified instructor yet. I just been teaching and doing yoga for forever. So I'm like, I'm cool. I feel confident in this. I can do it. So I was like, okay, I actually want to make a career out of this. So go get certified. Went through my certification, everything, teacher training, which was absolutely amazing in Atlanta with Yoga Works. And then I got ready to open my studio. I was going to do it in Atlanta. But people were asking me to come back home and do a class. I couldn't find a place to do a class here. And I wanted to rent a spot. I'm like, I want to rent a spot. Like, I want to come back, couldn't find a spot. And I was like, okay, forget it. Maybe I'll try some other time. Then that made me do research to see if we had a studio, a black studio in Jackson. I was like, bro, we don't have a black-owned yoga studio in Jackson. Started doing more research and found out we do not have one. There's white
Butterfly
studios.
is a white one.
Yes, crazy story. So at APAC, I went to Casey and stuff too. My best friend was white. Her mom was really into yoga. She used to go to Butterfly Yoga.
Yeah.
So I knew about Butterfly Yoga. That's where I wanted to open my studio at, but they turned it into like a burger joint, something like that now. So I couldn't get it. I really wanted Butterfly Yoga. But yeah, we had Butterfly Yoga. We had other studios, but none of them were black owned. I was like, yo, I could open a studio in Atlanta where we have maybe 2 or 3 black owned yoga studios. I can come back home and open the first one. So here we are.
We're happy to have you.
Yes.
And I love Miss Brown.
I
Absolutely love Miss. I went to APAC too, but
really?
I'm really old. But I love Miss Brown. And by the way, my sister actually bought Miss Brown's old house, like where my sister
Are you
lives now.
serious?
Miss Brown was the
Wow.
previous owner. But Miss Brown, she was like known for making these classes fun, even if you weren't in that major, if you weren't a dance student, if you were an APAC student, you had to like cycle through all the different performing arts. And so she was like, okay, I know I have a bunch of boys in here and they may or may not be interested in ballet, but what they are interested in, like running and jumping. So she would put a whole bunch of like vinyl record covers side by side, and the boys would get to like run and try to see who could jump over the most record covers. And I will never forget that. I'm like, man, that was really fun. And I didn't realize like, oh, this is kind of the same thing you do in some aspects of ballet, you know. This is just So shout out to Miss Brown.
Yeah,
for sure.
no, she's amazing. She is amazing. Love her.
Yeah, that's super dope. So now we have the studio.
The studio.
Yeah. So how long you been in existence now? It's
January made 3 years.
yes.
January
Awesome.
made
That's
3
awesome.
That's
Congratulations.
crazy. Thank you. It feels like I
Yeah.
just came back to do this, but January made 3 years.
Yeah. I'm interested in because you made a tough decision to come back home.
Ooh,
And
sacrificed the whole life.
I understand. We have been there. So I really want to know like what's the motivation behind it, and really what inspires you to continue to kind of stay.
Every day it's a battle. But man, the community. Honestly, I had a vision, and I thought I knew. Would have never thought that I was going to be doing the festival. Never thought I was going to have a foundation yeah, that really just came out of nowhere. That was nothing but God. But it helped me like better understand, okay, this is my purpose. This is what I'm supposed to be here. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, watching everything unfold, because I'm the split rebel. I'm doing splits on escalators and cars and stuff. Like I'm coming and I'm about to introduce, yoga and flexibility training, this is what my focus was. But when I got here, I realized how much the community really needed this and how we were really being deprived of this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, switching gears, this is different now. We're doing this for a different reason. So I started doing my free classes in the park. And at the reservoir, because I realized at the studio, I got memberships, we got class packs and packages and stuff. Everybody that I'm trying to reach, they can't afford that. They can't afford that. They don't want the commitment. They're trying to try this out. I'm introducing this to the community. So I started doing my free classes in the park, and it took off. I remember after one class, I was thanking everybody for showing up, and this one lady was like, no, don't thank it. Like, thank you for having this for us. Yeah, I cried. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, man, why you do that? So, and that was actually, I was having a really rough week. Like, as an entrepreneur, y'all know, the struggle is real.
It's always like the week that you got your biggest thing coming up is when you face the most obstacles.
Man, and it's a test. It really tests you. But then that moment happened. Well, the class was great, and then that moment happened, and I was like, okay, God, all right, I get it. I know that was a test, and I'm supposed to be here. This is my mission. So I'm supposed to be doing. So those community classes, that's how Protect Your Peace got started. Doing the classes, I was like, y'all.
You better segue ahead of me. Go ahead, girl. Talk about Protect Your Peace. Don't do your thing.
Sorry, but that's how the festival came about, because we were doing the community classes, and I was like, this is great. Let's have some vendors come out. So I invited some vendors to come out, didn't charge nobody, had food trucks and stuff pull up. I'm like, y'all just come out and do your thing. Like, I want to make this a big thing. So we did that. The first time I brought the food trucks out was in Fondren Park, and it was great. And after that one, it was in, I think, September or October, and I was like, okay, y'all, next year we got to do something big. Like, this was great, but I want to go bigger. And then a few months went by, it turned into a whole festival. And then somebody right now who is one of my closest friends, we didn't know we had just met each other. Somebody introduced me because they were like, she's trying to do a festival, and I think you'll be great to help her. We had our first meeting, and she was like, you need a nonprofit for what you're trying to do. I was like, a nonprofit? I just started my business. I don't know anything about a nonprofit. I'm not trying to do that. She's like, what you trying to do, the money you're trying to ask for, and what you need a nonprofit and your mission and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we had a meeting the next week. I had already got with my lawyer, got everything started, and she wasn't expecting that. She was like, I'm used to telling people to do stuff, and then they never come back. I don't hear from them. She was like, you already got started? She was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, let me go do some research to figure out what else I need to do, because she wasn't expecting that. And then from there, it just took off. So that may have been like April, May, something like that. We had the first festival in that October.
Yeah. And when I say everything was so organized.
Thank you.
Because I was blessed to be a part of that festival as a performer. And I mean, just like...
Yeah. That was good. Like... It's probably one of the easiest events. I walked up, somebody told me exactly where I was.
You knew exactly where you was.
Exactly
I knew
what
exactly
I needed
what
to
time
do.
I was
Your microphone's right there on the couch. We're gonna start right in 5 minutes. They had somebody like queuing us in. I was like, oh yeah, this is it, right? And in the middle of Smith Park, bro.
Yeah, that was real cool. But that speaks to a number of different things. One is your organizational skills and just the power of the brand, but then also how people feel about you. Enough for them to get behind you and your vision like that says a lot. Because there's a lot of talented people that folks don't rock with because of who they are as a person. So I think that speaks volumes. My people that are with me, and they still with me right now, and they gon' anytime for Derek, I just did a self-care Sunday event, and she was right there with me, and I was like, you have no idea how much the people that don't ask me for nothing, like would never ask me for anything, they just like, we right here with Maya, because everything that you're trying to do, like your purpose, your vision, we're right here with it. And the crazy thing is, like, I wanted to build a team. And when I came back, so I left when I was 17. So I feel like Atlanta raised me. And when I came back, I felt like I had to start over. Because everybody went to college here and stuff, and they kind of did their early 20s and stuff here. So when I came back, I had to meet new people, everything all over again. For Derica, we actually went to elementary school in Chastain together. She was in APEC with me. So we just reconnected when I came back.
You may know her. If you see her, you probably know
How
who
old
she
are you?
is. I'm 28.
28.
How old are you? You made them. Which
I'm
high
old
school
as
did you go
dirt.
to?
I went to Murray.
My
You
brother
old
did
as
too. My
dirt.
brother's 38.
What's your brother?
Dexter Morris.
That is not your freaking brother.
That's right. Don't we look just like? That's my brother.
Whoa, that's my dog. No, so
Are you
Dexter and I
serious?
went to APEC together too.
That's why I was like, if you that, you probably know my brother.
Yes. Wow. That's your brother.
That's my
the
brother.
homie.
Literally
Like
talked to him
for
in
real.
family
Wow.
reunion.
That's my brother.
Wow.
And Cherie, that's his wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I know Cherie from Murrah, but I knew Dexter like from way back.
Yep, that's my brother.
Wow. You okay, you come from really good people.
Oh,
That's
thank
my
you.
dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. All right, awesome. I did not know that.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
love when black shit be happening.
You talking about Jimmy that died
Yeah, that's my brother. Yeah. I love
When you was
black
talking
shit
about
be
how
happening.
old like your daughter would be and stuff, and then you said APEC, I was like, he probably know Dexter.
Yeah, no. Wow. And now I see it.
I about to say yeah.
Now I see it.
Like,
It's the dimples. Though.
Yeah.
It's the.
I ain't never seen Dexter before in my life, but if I see
Yeah,
him,
man. Okay, yeah, that's he's a real good dude.
That's what's up.
real good dude.
That's my big brother.
That's what's up. So more about the festival, man. That like, cause I remember honestly that happened fast. Cause you had just opened up the studio, and then it was like,
Crazy.
now I got a festival, and I was like, okay, like, and I mean, you went big. You wasn't even playing around, like.
Yeah, I got a problem. Yeah.
no, it's all good.
Well, the next one was even bigger.
Yeah,
I know,
like-
and I'm like, and
Yeah.
this year we getting ready to plan and stuff, and I was like, I just started like sketching out what I wanted to look like, and I put at the top new approach to festival. So I was like, we go so big, and the vision that I actually have for it is bigger than what we've done, and I was like, okay, let's take a step back, and I really, really want to focus on wellness here. So how do we do that? So yeah, I took off really, really fast. I love it though, and like all the people that are behind me supporting me, I appreciate them so much, man. Cause Federica is so funny. She was like, "Man, they be talking about people jumping off the roof. She's like, you be jumping out of a plane, and we just here with your parachute, ready to
Right,
go."
right.
You need that though. Like you need that. You need some folks backing up your craziness. Like you know they can see the full vision of it.
Right.
Right. So I think that's super dope. And then also how you transition that into a nonprofit where, like you said, your focus is wellness. And I think it's not just physical wellness. It's mental wellness and all that good stuff. So talk about like the importance of that as well.
Lately, I have been dealing with a lot of anxiety, and it being an entrepreneur will do that to you. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm a mother, and I homeschool my 2 children. So it's a lot, and I'm
you lifted in prayer.
right. It's a lot. It's a lot, but it's super rewarding though. It is very, very rewarding. But it takes a toll on you. So one night my anxiety was really, really bad. I couldn't sleep. It was terrible. And I journal a lot. Love journaling. Journaling is super important. Huge advocate for journaling. Write it out, man. Write it out. So I got up because I couldn't sleep, and I journaled, and I wrote a poem. Title of the poem was "My Anxiety Wrote This Poem," and y'all, I was going through it. So the next morning, I was talking to my kid's dad, and I was like, we were just talking about the anxiety and stuff, and I was like, that night was really bad for me, but nights like that are like people's everyday life. Like some people are really dealing with anxiety that's bad on a like daily basis.
Yeah.
And I was like, we need something for that. And I was like, we're overcoming mental anxiety now. And that's just, and I was talking to him about it. He was like, wait a minute, that's an acronym. Like that stands for something. Like, what is that? And then he was going through and I wrote it out. Woman. It's woman. We're overcoming mental anxiety now.
Wait, no. Yes.
It is.
Wow.
It's woman.
Boy, I was like, this man that left the end.
I know. At first I thought she said
Boy,
women,
no.
and I was like anxiety.
Wait,
But anxiety, yes, woman, yes, hey, yeah.
It's
Women,
woman.
Look,
women.
women.
But we were doing that too, so it took us a minute to get there. But I was like, it's woman. So that's something new
awesome.
that I want to tie into protect your peace. But yoga is very, very beneficial for so many different reasons. And a lot of people think that you have to look a certain type of way, you have to be super skinny, you know, to do yoga. And that is not the case. Literally right now, if we just take a step back and we take a deep breath in and exhale, we've done yoga. That's it. It's literally that simple. Yoga means to yoke, and it means connecting the breath to the movement. That's it. So inhale, arms up, exhale, bring your arms back down. You've connected your breath to movement. It's that simple. Chair yoga is a thing. Like, you can sit in a chair and do yoga. It's that simple.
Shout out to the yoga instructors who have done stuff at Briarwood Art Center, Nikita Peckin and Antonio Gilmer, because I've learned a lot from them in the few sessions that have taken place here, and I know it's something that I want to get into.
You got to get in one of those classes. We got to get you in a yoga class.
Hey, me
Tell
too.
them to push you. Yeah, say get in that
I'm
class.
interested.
Yeah.
So, what do you tell a non-yoga person, like
a novice?
Yeah, like how do you sell someone who don't want to be, you know, they're scared to fart in the class on the mat doing downward
That
dog or
is
something?
happening, y'all.
I'm sure it happened a
Yeah.
lot of
Doing
times.
downward
It's
dog
so
like
funny.
you just oh my god.
And they're guys too. Room full of women,
You're like,
and it be the guys.
Damn, I've been eating beans.
Damn, I got to leave. That's embarrassing.
But that's why you should do it though, because it's great for your digestive system. It helps move everything around. Yoga is great for a number of things. It is. So if you have, most of the time people come to me because they're already having issues and they're asking about how yoga can benefit them,
I
whatever.
was
So
about to ask, as a person who has sciatic issues.
you need some yoga in your life.
Okay, and I'm listening.
Yes, you need some yoga in your life. Yoga, man, it takes years off of your life. It takes you, not years off. I'm sorry, it gives you years.
We knew what
I
you
knew
meant.
where you were going.
Man, that's
The
not-
shit stretching gonna kill me.
No. I quickly realized what I said. No, the opposite of what I said.
You good?
So, yes, you need your yoga athletes. I had he played for JSU and he tore everything in his knee. Everything was messed up, right? He came to me the week after he had his surgery. We started doing yoga. I think he messed everything up like in April, and he was able to play for, what's the Capital City Classic? I think it was like in November,
that's it.
something like that.
Gotta get that game.
He was recovered and he was healed and he was good to go because he took his yoga very, very seriously.
Wow.
Like, that's how much yoga could really benefit you. I tell people that story all the time.
So is it the same way with, I guess, you know, you working out, you can kind of manipulate your muscles in your body to be a certain, you know, look a certain way. Is
And
it
I
the
tell
same
people,
thing
it
in a way?
yes and no. It depends on what type of yoga you're doing. It depends,
Are there
because there's
types?
most people don't know that. Yeah. That's why I had to break it down and say that yoga can be as simple as us sitting right here, just taking a deep breath, because it can be very, very intense. Like when people go look at my Instagram, that's why they're really hesitant about coming to take a class, because they like, I'm not finna come in here and do that.
Yeah, because let's be clear, ma'am. I'm glad you brought it up. Because have you been to her Instagram before? Have y'all seen it? Let me tell you, nigga, I just be in pain watching it.
Just looking at it.
She will do a split on anything and just be eating popcorn and talking on the phone
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
So
And-
I'm gonna tell you what I saw. Dartane is a really good friend,
Yeah.
and I saw the handstand picture, and I just was feeling the blood rush to the top of my damn head for you to be at. I mean, so
I mean, that shit look cool, but
shout
fuck
out to
that.
Dart, because
Yes.
Jesus,
We just did another shoot with my y'all got a lyra hoop now, so I'm doing aerial yoga now and I have a lyra hoop. So we just did a photo shoot with my lyra hoop. He is, shout out to him. He's dope.
Dart is
That's my dog.
He is him.
Yeah.
Dope, for real.
Yeah.
Big Ada Bean on your hip. My
my
dog,
dog.
6'2" in the bed.
Yeah, I saw that too on you. That was today. You had to, I don't know. I just thought it was some ribbon.
That's
But-
yeah. That's my the aerial. Yes, the
Yeah.
silks. The aerial hammock.
You
Yeah.
be out here. You ain't teaching nobody that.
Oh yeah, so we do classes now on Thursdays, aerial
Wow.
yoga, and y'all, the women, like It's so teaching my yoga classes with the inversions, the headstands and the handstands. I could get y'all into a headstand. Like I can get anybody into a headstand. I'm really proud of myself where I'm at in my teaching career right now. But that's my thing. Inversions are my thing, and working with beginners. I love working with beginners. So my mentor Shalija, she's from India. Met her when I was doing my teacher training. I went to her class, right, and the way she was working with us, and she was so hands-on, it was like nobody felt like left out. Everybody felt like, okay, she's taking care of me and I feel good in this class, and I hadn't experienced that before. And so after class I went up to her, I was like, I just feel really connected to you and I want to know if you'd be my mentor. And she was like, I would love to. So she became my mentor after that. And I went to another teacher and we were talking during the teacher training, and she was like, because they were asking her, would she teach beginners? And she was like, I would never teach a beginner class. Like all she does is like level 2 power flow classes. And she was like, I cannot work with beginners because they need too much attention. And she wants you to be able to do her class and just flow. Yeah. So you have to be advanced to go to her class. And I went and talked to Shalija about that. She was like, you have to be a very special person to teach beginner yoga and work with beginners. Y'all, that's all I do. I love working with beginners. I mean, I can work with an advanced student. It's no problem at all. I feel like, oh, okay, we can go and do some stuff. But beginners, absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. That's my jam. I like working with beginners.
I'm going to the website. I'm for real. We need to have our old asses in there.
Gotta come do some yoga.
Doing some good yoga.
And then maybe we'll get y'all in the silks too.
You know.
You can lay in it like a cocoon. It's like a hammock.
Yo, so I'm like,
I just see like Cirque du Soleil.
So like,
yeah, I mean that's yeah.
I'm sorry. So with the ribbon and aerial teaching, is that, I guess, strength-wise or in correlation, is that similar to pole fitness maybe?
Yes, I feel like it's
for people out there who might be more familiar with that.
Definitely.
Because especially a lot of women are into that, and I would imagine that yoga does a lot of the non-tangible things that pole fitness does as well too, as far as like, you know, building your confidence, self-worth, things of that particular nature. So is it similar in that regard?
100%. I thought I got on a Taboo. Yeah. So my first studio when I was downtown, Taboo was like right around the corner from it. So after class one day, my students was like, come on, let's go to Taboo. Never been into a pole studio before. So I was like, okay, y'all, I'm nervous, but we can go. So we went and we didn't do a class, but the instructor was in there and she was like, y'all can get on the pole if you want. And I was the only person that was able to get up there on the pole. And she was like, oh my gosh, you look amazing up here. I was like, lady, don't tell me that. All right. So
damn, this yoga studio.
Okay, I was like, lady, I'll be up in here, you know what I'm saying, you teach me some stuff on this pole, you know. So that was a great experience. And with the aerial and the hoop, the hammocks and the hoop, it's more difficult than the pole. I didn't think it was going to be, but it definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is. But you can actually do a yoga class and you can use the silks, the fabric, just to support you. So it's actually really cool. So some of the stuff you're not able to do, like students can't do tree pose or they can't do warrior 3. They can use the hammock to help support them. So it's just, you just have to get creative and actually know what you're doing, and you can teach a whole yoga class with the silks, and that's what we do on Thursdays.
Does yoga help with weight loss?
100%.
Really?
Yeah. People ask me all the time, how do you look like that after having 2 kids? I don't go to nobody's gym. Not going to a gym. I'm gonna do my yoga though.
And so, as a person who, so this is again, so this is why I'm interested in yoga, because I lift weights a lot. I don't really care to work out. I enjoy weightlifting, but you know, it's a byproduct. You're gonna do something in there. But yoga's a great. I've been reading that yoga's a great form of cardiovascular. It's good for your cardiovascular health as well too. You know, the older that we get now, you know, the harder's a muscle. You got to work it out, and that's a good alternative. I wish we had like saunas here.
Man,
Hot yoga would be everything.
Oh, I do hot yoga.
You do hot yoga?
Yeah.
Babe, I'm finna come here and sweat these pounds.
Yeah,
Where
man.
is it?
I'm finna
They
get so
had-
fine for the summer.
Have you already said where it is? Where you're
The studio?
Yeah.
No,
studio's located.
down from North Park Mall in the shopping center with Sambu's African restaurant and
Right across
margaritas.
from Sambu's and Margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. It's where the old center
Yeah.
stage is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all, whatever's over there. What's over there now? Social Bistro.
21.
Y'all,
Bistro.
baby lit. Okay. I came on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
I had somebody book the studio. They want to do a yoga party, and the parking lot was packed. You hear the
Brunt.
music? I'm like, Brunt. See, make it make sense.
Yeah, you know we love a brunch.
I'm
man.
like, what are they doing over there? They be lit.
Eating
I love that
chicken
for
and
them.
waffles and drinking mimosas.
Yeah, they be
Basically.
over there having a good
There's all
time.
kinds of stuff popping up over there.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
all.
is it Funky Monk? No, what is
Uptown
it?
Funk.
Uptown Funk.
Uptown Funk.
Oh, that's the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a dispensary.
It is.
Dispensary.
And it's so cute.
Did you see the joy? in my face? I see it.
Yes.
It's a
Uptown
gym.
Funk gonna give it to you.
Somebody
That's
about
what
to
they
do
gonna
a gym over there. I think somebody about to open up a gym.
No,
or
that
something.
It used to be.
It used to be. Nah,
That's
But
right
Herbal-
next to us.
But Herbal Blessings is
They
over
just
there
moved
now.
over
though.
there.
explicit used to be over there.
Herbal Blessings is over there now. So
Yep. A new spot right beside me, Daiquiri something. It's some daiquiri spot that's about to open up right
that's
beside
what we
me.
need beside the yoga studio.
Right.
Absolutely, I'm finna stretch out and go get blasted. Right
Now,
when I leave.
what about to say? One of my students, love her, Jaylyn. She is gonna get her a margarita. She gonna do whatever she needs to do after she do her yoga. But she has a specific day. It's Margarita Day, and she going right after class to get her margarita.
So how often do you do classes?
Monday through Friday.
Okay. Yeah, weekends is for the kids.
Okay.
I already
Yep.
know it.
Yep. The weekend is for the babies.
So I heard. So backtrack. You do poetry?
Uh,
You write poetry?
no,
You
I do
poetry?
not. I journal.
Oh, okay. You said you
I
wrote a
journal.
poem.
I wrote and the title of that poem is "My Anxiety Wrote This Poem." That was not me. I don't. My anxiety. It needed to release. It needed to get out. So it came out on some paper.
I understood.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say you didn't go to the workout room.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm gonna come visit y'all.
Yeah. Well.
Please come to the workout room every Tuesday. And I know yoga.
We need to come after yoga.
I
That
know,
would be
yeah,
fun. What
yeah.
time?
It starts.
I think Nardo was telling me about this.
Yeah, doors open at 7, and we get started around 7:30. We usually gone by 10, so you ain't gonna be there all night. But that is a great workout coming in there because you're gonna work your funny most of your abs out in that place.
We need that. That would be fun for like me and my students to do after class.
Yeah. Go and call in advance. Reserve your section.
Yeah,
You know,
we
you
would
can
love
do
that. Boy, just to have yoga folk in there, boy, that'd be everything.
Yeah.
Y'all can stretch to the music.
Yeah, that'd be fun. We need to come. I think that'd be a really good time.
Turn me up!
Very, very interesting. Go ahead, Steve.
I was just gonna ask about how important the other aesthetics are in a yoga studio, or is that a hook to get people involved, or does it actually? Are there other benefits too, like in terms of the music? Like for example, when we had when we done one of the yoga classes here, the instructor led it to the Andre 3000 flute album. You know, it's in the background. I always put like dim, not even just dim lighting, but I put blue lighting in the room when we have yoga classes, and like how much the sounds and other aspects like that.
100%. It contributes to everything dealing with your flow, with the teacher. For me, I need my ambiance to be just perfect. Like I like I cut my lights off. I got fairy lights now. Plug the fairy lights in, cut the lights off. I remember when I was downtown. That's why I said I really needed to move from there. I love my first studio. That's my baby. But I had to move because it was an apartment complex. So people above us, they may be walking or something. And I'm like, in my brain, all I'm thinking about is my students. I'm like, they can't focus right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're thinking about this sound. They can't even listen to the music that I have playing. Everything plays a part into your yoga flow, because think about it, unless you're doing like a workout, like a level 2 class or something, even then you still want the vibe to be a certain type of way. But when you're trying to meditate and relax, any outside noise is extremely distracting. It really is. And it goes with your playlist too. Sometimes I do my 90s R&B playlist. We love that. But it always starts with, so I end and start with Andre 3000's.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I sure do. We don't play the whole thing. So my first two songs, so the first song will be like half of that because it's like 10 minutes, that first song. So it'll be like half of that, right? It'll be like half of it. Then the second song, it'll be like a more upbeat. I cannot think of what the genre, like what this is called, but it's like meditation music, but it kind of got like a beat to it. So it's like, I can't think what that's called.
Like chill wave, like chill
lo-fi.
Lo-fi,
yeah, something like that. Yeah. So the next song will be something like that, and then we'll segue into maybe some Summer Walker, maybe some Tim's. We may have some Aaliyah playing, Solange. So that's what my playlists are usually like. Very non-traditional.
You probably so you gonna make a yoga beat?
Yeah.
You should. I would love that. I would get it and play it in class. You should definitely do that because now it all depends on my audience too. So if I have my lovely Lululemon people coming in there, we probably just gonna do like we just talked about the lo-fi, like that. That's probably it for the whole playlist.
Yeah.
Like I refuse to do a whole I don't know, silent like meditation playlist. Yeah, but we can have a little some beat in there, just a little bit. Yeah, we probably won't do the Summer Walker and the Tims for that group.
Josiah got some joints.
Talk about that's interesting. Like you talked about the Lululemon collab. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Got it on top to bottom.
Yeah.
My
definitely brand ambassador for sure.
Like you are really, like for real. You know, a lot of folks say they brand ambassadors and just don't be really brand ambassadors, but you are for sure. Just talk a little bit about that collab and how that came about.
That opportunity, he was like, what's like keeping me like different things. That's one of them.
Yeah,
that is definitely one of them. Man, so they found me. People ask me all the time, like, how can I become an ambassador? I'm like, they found me. They reached out to me, and my store. So it's not the one in Highland Village. We have two. So it's not the one in Highland Village. It's the one in the Renaissance. Y'all, I love my store. I love my store. It's a black woman up in the Renaissance. Okay, my picture is up in there.
Yeah.
When my baby's going, that's my son's favorite store. He will tell you his favorite store is Lululemon because
really?
Yes. Yeah, if you like, Mom, we going to Lululemon? Yes, because my picture is in there. But I think that day when they did the grand opening for the store and we saw the photo, I think that like really meant a lot to him. I think my excitement maybe did it too. But yeah, it's a really special thing. And with that being an ambassador, so it's like levels to it. So you can be an ambassador. You, of course, get the merch. They support my classes because Lululemon is so amazing. Like the people that work there, they give them like a certain amount, like an allowance every month for them to do like their self-care. So,
cool.
With that, they get memberships at my studio.
That's
so they
really
get the memberships at my studio. So it's like, it's amazing. When they did the grand opening, Isaac, who's the store manager over there, he bought a certain amount of classes for me. I want to say it was like 50 classes. He bought 50 classes for me to give out, few free vouchers to the people coming into the grand opening.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. It's amazing the way they support me and everything that I do. So when you become a Lululemon ambassador, basically they just help you fund the projects that you are already trying to do for your community.
That's dope.
Absolutely amazing. So that's like one level to being an ambassador. Some people do not tap into all of the resources and everything. I'm gonna take full advantage as I was finding out about everything, and I think they really just took to me because of everything that I was doing in the community. So I had an opportunity to do a yoga session for all of the regional managers that came in. They brought them all in. They stayed in Belhaven. It was a really dope experience. And Isaac was like, Maya, I want you to come do yoga for us. Did yoga for them. And the head of like all of the managers, she was there. And she was like, have you heard about the other resources that we offer? I'm like, what other resources? And she told me about the CI fund. I was like, well, what's that? And you have an opportunity to win $20,000. I'm like, okay, why not? I'm about to do the festival again this year. So, y'all, I was so nervous because it's not just me. It's not just Mississippi. It's not just our region, Louisiana, Alabama, Atlanta. It's not just us. It's everywhere. in the country. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this and see what happens. So you have to fill out all the paperwork and stuff, and then you have to send in like a 30-minute video. So y'all, I redid that video
A
so many
30-minute
times.
video?
No, I'm sorry.
I was about to say.
I'm so sorry.
That's
It's
an
30
episode.
seconds.
A short film.
Oh.
Y'all, no,
It's a
it's
Tubi
30
movie.
seconds. Thank you for catching that.
Yeah,
No, it's a
it
30-second video. So having to cram all of my information about this festival and what I'm trying to do in 30 seconds, that was stressful. I get on camera all the time and record, but for some reason, this video was taking a lot out of me. So on the last take, I said, I'm done. Sent it in, whatever, cool. They were like, Maya, this is perfect. So a week later, Isaac is like, Maya, I got some news. We made it to, I think he said the final 5, something like that. I was like, oh my gosh. So it was like Canada, I think California, somebody in Hong Kong, and somebody else, and then it was me. And I was like, Canada and Hong Kong. I was like, y'all, I might not get this, but we gonna see. The next day he called me and told me I won.
Because you got favor.
I was
right.
like, that
Because you
is
got
insane.
favor. You are anointed.
That is, I was like, so I'm the first in
That's
our
what I'm
region.
talking about.
I'm the first in our
That's
region
insane.
to win the CI fund. They've been doing this for years. So the first in our region to win the CI fund, it was a really, really big deal. So with that, won the $20,000, and I put on PYP Fest, and it was amazing.
So this was the one at the museum.
Yes, and y'all, let me
Okay.
tell y'all. So after the first one, it was beautiful, but it took so much out of me. It took so much out of me, and I raised like $30,000 by myself. There was no Lululemon at this time. This was me going literally. I remember I walked up to Dr. Sydney's door at Footprint Farms, right? I went out there, and I was like, I told her about what I was trying to do. I needed sponsors and stuff. Y'all, she wrote me a check for $500 right there. Didn't know me from nobody, and she supported me. It was amazing. But that's what I did that first year to raise money for the festival. And so coming into this year that just passed, 2023, like we were like in February, everybody was like, are we planning for the festival and stuff? I'm like, yeah, I'm tired. Like that took a lot out of me. Like I want to take a break. Then May gets here and they tell me about the CI fund, and then I found out I won in July, and I'm like, I guess I'm playing the festival. Guy was like, no ma'am, you supposed to be doing these festivals.
Yeah.
And I know you don't feel like it. That's okay. I'm finna give you your blessing and go ahead and do this festival.
Right.
So once that happened, I was like, I guess we're doing a festival, y'all. So I had, what was that, July, August, September? I had 3 months to plan that festival last year.
Did you see it?
3 months.
Man.
y'all.
The whole it was outside and inside.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was outside and inside.
It was, yeah. It's been a journey, but it's been an amazing journey. It really has been. Shout out to Lululemon. Love them. Yeah, and all the resources that they have to offer me. It's really, that's why I said top to bottom, I'm gonna rep my Lululemon.
It's expensive than she did. You better.
Okay.
Bad girl.
And I tell my students, they be like, oh, you're in Lululemon? Or I was like, y'all, before I became an ambassador, I was not wearing no Lululemon, okay? I was not going up in that store. For what?
Amazon sets.
Okay,
Wherever
you better get the little dupes. You can go find them.
I'm trying to tell you. That's all right, man. That's tough right there. That's pretty dope. So this year's fest is in planning process.
Yes, we planning.
What date we looking at?
We still gonna do October. I'm not sure which weekend in October, but I think I'm gonna keep doing October. I played around with August a little bit. I thought about that, but I was like, no, I really want to keep it in October. I
Okay.
do. So I think we're gonna make it a tradition. Keep
That's
it in
what's up.
October.
And I know also we got real quick. We got Concrete's annual 420 event coming up, and you'll be also doing some yoga
I will be.
pre-weed.
Right before
Right.
the fun starts.
right before the fun starts.
Mm-hmm.
So your stuff starts like what time? Like 9 a.m.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yoga starts
okay.
at 9.
And that'll be at Concrete.
No. So you get the location once you go on. It's really exclusive.
okay,
Yeah.
got you. So everything is taking place at this one location.
Yep, you got yoga,
Wow.
brunch. We're gonna have vendors and stuff there. There's gonna be a dude doing tattoos. I think y'all may know Monica, the Rugs.
Yeah.
She's gonna be there.
Yeah.
She's gonna be there. We got
the
Nick
homie.
with the brunch. I'm pretty sure y'all know her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick with the brunch.
Nick Wallace.
Yes, Chef Nick Wallace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nigga. My boy out here. You hungry, my boy? Stomp this Nick Wallace. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom.
Happy music.
I'm hungry than a bitch. Damn, what a chef. Chef make you hit that button, though, don't it?
Yeah, okay.
That's funny, man. Yeah.
Oh, this gonna be nice, boy.
Don't you edit that out either, man. Keep that shit in there. I want everybody to hear these blunders.
You got Chef Nick Wallace in there. Yeah, Monica gonna be doing the. Y'all got. It's gonna be. Boy,
It's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be a high ass time right there.
Okay, it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to flow with people.
That's what's up. Good.
I was just gonna say, man, there are so many dope creatives in Jackson.
Absolutely.
Like so many of them, and yeah, man, I hate that. I hate that sometimes people can't see the forest for the trees.
Yeah.
It's like.
And it's so much. And it's so much stuff to
going
do.
On.
You know, it's so much stuff to do that people don't. You know how busy and eventful it's been in Jackson.
Okay.
Like the last 4 months. I mean, like consistent.
It's always something to do.
Yeah, and not just the typical stuff to do. I mean, it's been some very for stuff like us, like artistic outlets and kind of stuff that we kind of like to do. Like it's so much stuff that's been going on, man, and it's a great time to be creative and an artist in the city of Jackson for real. Everybody's hard work is paying off.
And you see that you can do these things and coexist. And it's like there's
That's
no,
the
it doesn't
biggest
have to be shady. It's like
right, collaborate. I just saw something. What is it? No competition, just collaboration.
Yeah, man. Everybody can eat. There's enough food out here,
Right. It's
and then we
plenty.
can support each other and stuff. Like, and it's cool. Like, I mean, it's just beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
We just love your energy. This is the
Thank
easiest
you.
episode we have done. It's you
Oh, thank you, guys.
and them $20,000 that you just got. Lululemon. Look, man, tell the people how they can tap in with you, how they can follow you on social media, your studio address, and where you can find pricing info.
Yes. All right, y'all. I'm Maya, aka Naturally Maya. So Naturally Maya on Instagram and Split Rebel Yoga on Instagram as well for the business page. The website is splitrebel.com. That's where you can find all the pricing, the packages. You can see the different memberships and different classes that we offer. And the studio address is 1625 East County Line Road, Jackson, Mississippi 39211, right down from North Park Mall.
You've done this before, huh?
Yeah.
once or twice.
just a few times. Not too many.
Again, thank you so much for coming out. I mean, we appreciate you. Last minute it did, because I did hit you up. Okay, I ain't got nothing to do.
I was like, I'm here.
I just gotta, take these kids to soccer and shit.
Man.
It's all good. We appreciate it. Look, Merk, what you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? Yeah, follow me on social media, man. I got a lot of stuff. I can't really think out the top of my head. I know we got the Young Gifted Empowered Awards. It's gonna come on April 28th, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's when the broadcast is. So, looking forward to that. You can download the YG&E app so you can watch that live and see those people get honored, and see us hosting as well too. Huge shout out and thank you to the good people at Urban Foxes this past weekend. This is my very first time headlining.
Phenomenal show.
So I've been doing comedy for a long time, but this is my first time literally headlining. So man, we sold up. People showed up, man. It sold out. It was a sold out show. So super overwhelmed with gratitude to those people and all the folks who pulled up and showed up and showed out, and definitely, got some good feedback. Good people. We may do it again very, very soon. So, and yeah, every Tuesday you can catch me at the workout room if I'm in the city. I'm working out. So pull up on us. Doors open at 7. The show starts at 7:30, and we come and have a good time. That's about it.
At Howlin' Mouse.
At Howlin' Mouse. Yeah.
For the folk who don't know where this is. Fifth Chair, what you got coming up?
Man, I am just excited because
Tubi Tuesday tomorrow.
Tubi Tuesday is tomorrow.
Tubi Taco Tuesday.
Tubi Taco
What's
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
What?
It's wonderful.
I don't know.
So on on some Tuesdays.
At least one Tuesday evening a month.
Here.
We here at Briarwood Arts Center, we watch Tubi movies and have tequila and tacos.
Awful Tubi movies.
I bet.
with little tequila.
That'll make it better.
Yeah. So if you got nothing to do on Tuesday tomorrow,
all right,
slide on up and get you a shot.
Fellowship, though, you know that's the whole thing.
That's what this is.
That's what's
it's
up.
really
Yeah.
for the fellowship. Yeah, like don't come if you actually want to like. Oh, well, y'all talking during the movie. You at the wrong place. We gonna talk the entire time. But
When you said it, that's what I meant. I was like,
oh,
okay,
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Time. Mm-hmm.
But
What's the
I'm
movie?
just really, really excited because Friday was my last day at my then full-time job, and I'm 100% entrepreneur
Yes, sir.
at this point, and focusing on Briarwood Arts Center, on my college planning agency, Good Advice, and Fifth Child Music, and
Yes,
being a
sir.
husband and dad. And I'm just the first day was just like crazy. It was awesome. And so just staying structured. And so because of that, that's why I'm glad that you were actually the guest today, because I always look to people who've been doing this for years, like even from afar, y'all are mentors. And even with you being younger than me, you are a mentor, you know. And so yeah, I'm really excited about what God has in store.
That's amazing.
I'm really excited for you on this new journey. This is good stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, so y'all need to pull up and rent out space.
You need to rent out
That's what
space.
you need to do.
Get your memberships.
Need to-
'Cause
yeah.
Let me tell you, formula and Pampers ain't cheap. My boy needing it.
That boy ain't forming no more. He 25.
Yeah.
How old are
Right.
your babies? Or are they babies?
One. I have one and he is
Put
one.
it on him, girl. Speak it
I
into
have
existence.
one and he is one.
Well, you have fun with that.
Yeah. But other stuff at BAC, of course, we have a packed calendar every single week. We do have Afro-Caribbean dance class with Nikita Peckin, and we are bringing back physical therapy. Now, that's our financial literacy program that I tried to launch when we first got started, and I think it's time for a relaunch to try to bring it back, see if we can get more people involved.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And they can follow you on all social
Everything,
media.
Briarwood Arts
Center.
Center.
Yep.
Arts with an S.
Yep. All right. Also, man, this is the last week you can purchase your merch. So pre-order ends on 4/20. So if you go to the Vibe Controllers page or either of our pages, you just click on their link and order you some merch for the summer and the spring, and maybe the fall too. There's a sweatshirt on there. I wear sweatshirts year round. So yeah. Also, we got a day party coming up on May 18th. So just got word for that. So there'll be more info going on about that. That'll be at 440 Jackson. DJ Slim in the mix. So we're gonna have some good times doing that, and it's a whole bunch of other stuff coming up. So just kind of stay tapped in with us. Yeah. So as always, we like to leave y'all with a little nugget, with a little something inspirational to take you on through the day, through the minute of the hour, whenever you're listening. And it's customary, we like our guests to leave the folk with nice little something of inspiration to carry on through their day. So take it away, Maya.
So a little inspo. Start right where you are with whatever it is, whatever goal that you have. Whether I know you wanna, it's fitness. I just start wherever you are. A lot of people sometimes we overcomplicate things and we don't give ourselves enough grace. Start wherever you are, man.
That's what's up. Thank you so much again.
You're
for being
welcome.
here. So yeah,
You may tell you with the way that you talk. You really should start an affirmations app
You think so?
with your voice on it. Hey, man. No, I don't know.
what's
no,
up with y'all?
I like it.
Start where you
just-
are.
You
Start
just got
where
this
you are.
That's it.
energy that like,
Have a
everything
great
is
day.
gonna be all right.
It's gonna be okay.
Send me a message, everybody. Hey,
I
Kiri.
mean, you know, your life could be falling apart on the
okay
inside,
this
but you just look like everything's okay. Like,
It's gonna be okay, guys. We got this.
Tabitha, like young Tabitha Brown.
I like it. It's very.
Do that right there. Just laugh like it's okay, guys. Like it is. Just laugh like
I
it's
know
fine.
you have been called to yoga because I feel better right now just listening to the sound of your voice.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. when I got on the mic, I was like, ooh, we could do some ASMR. Some people need
Hey,
to
why
do
you
this.
tripping? I still be watching the videos, bro.
All the time.
It's the
All the time.
It's the cooking videos with the food frying and them people making these random dishes. It just it does it for me.
That's how I put Jazz to sleep with landscaping videos. Like people like yard transformations, like overgrown
making
lawn
them
chairs.
houses.
on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Y'all, it's so funny. Last night, it was either last night, night before last. My daughter, she was on FaceTime with one of her softball friends, and the little girl was like, "I watch ASMR videos every night. It's the only thing that gets me to sleep." I'm like, "You are 8. What?" Yeah, I was like, "Okay."
Buddy who cut
Getting
the
the job
yards
done.
got me in a choke. And this Asian dude who a truck driver on Facebook, he just be making these meals out these little pots in his room.
Fascinating.
Like,
Oh yeah, dude be cooking out
cooking
the little pots
outside.
in his,
Yeah,
in his
cooking
18 wheeler.
in 18 wheels.
Yeah,
He
man.
make ramen every day.
He do,
I
man.
love ramen. Y'all ever had ramen?
Ramen, pho.
There's,
All right,
there's
okay.
only one
I
place
still
that I
ain't been
really
to the
care
new
for
place
here.
yet. I haven't been
For
to the
ramen
new
or
place.
There's
The,
only
the one over here.
Northside Drive?
Yeah.
Is it Northside?
Is it Northside too? Oh, he talking about over in
Zundo.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that is it.
oh Zundo is
Zundo.
So I
is-
haven't been to Zundo yet. So
You
y'all,
haven't?
where I live at in Flowood, Thai Zap. You ever been to Thai Zap?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Y'all better come try that Thai ramen.
Thai zap.
Y'all, it is so
I love some
good.
Thai food.
I
man.
do that brisket ramen at Zundo.
I love Thai zap.
So I need to go. 'Cause I haven't been there yet, but I want to go. Every time I try to go, I think they close like around like 2 or 3 or something like that. That's when I be
Yeah.
trying to go.
Exactly, because they close for the, I guess, the cleanup for dinner.
They do that little split.
Oh yeah, Thai zap. I'm checking them
I
here.
want some
Yeah.
ramen.
This ain't
I
what y'all
love
came
ramen.
here for. Okay,
Right,
let's go.
Restaurant break.
Right. Mert.
Oh, y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, stay free. Y'all share that shit.
All right, 2 fingers up means peace to the side because I'm chilling. And it's customary. We can only end this episode. You got to say out here, but you got to say it like that. Out here. Yeah, you.
Okay, wait a minute.
You already saying
No,
like
no, no.
big goofy. I love
Okay.
it.
Out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peace out, homies.